Former MI6 Henry Richard Dearlove has said Europe faces a populist uprising if it's unable to show its citizens it can control the migrant crisis. However, Vaughan Thomas believes that the UK, as a wealthy country, should accept more.
It's just such a huge issue, and of course, call it a migrant crisis, it's a civil war crisis. It needs sorting politically in the Middle East, Libya, Syria. We need to sit around a table and agree terms. But it's obviously the way it is at the moment. We need to be helping people. Compassion. That needs to be the driving force. It's a challenge for sure, but it's one that we can cope with. We're a wealthy country. You wouldn't think so to listen to some people, but we are. We have the capacity to be able to do that. And it's about political will rather than resources. We've got a government which are deliberately implementing an austerity programme, but we have the money. But it's a question of how you spend it and how you share it, and some people don't want to share it.
We asked people in Norwich if the UK should accept more.
So I don't blame the people coming here, particularly from places like Syria and Iraq. I think we should try to help people as far as we can, but I don't agree with uncontrolled migration.
I think we caused the problem, we have to sort it out somehow. I don't know how, but because we started all the wars that made all these refugees move, we have to sort it out somehow.
Personally, I think that we should accept them, but I think with just having the right amount of people, so not letting everybody in, just having the right amount, I think that's what I think.
Dr. Alexandra Innes believes that it would be easier if EU countries can cooperate with each other and deal with this issue.
For me, the most sensible way to settle it, and the way that can only really be effective in terms of resolving the suffering of the millions of people who want to get to Europe to seek humanitarian protection, would be an established quota system that all countries are obliged to take part in. And the reason for that is because that's the nature of burden sharing, right? The refugee definition builds this idea that countries are supposed to share the responsibility for refugees and humanitarian protection amongst them. If one country says, okay, we're going to do it, and nobody else does, then it becomes very, very difficult for that one country to deal with the problem, which is what we saw in Germany. Back in September, October, Germany said, okay, we'll accept refugees, we'll suspend the Dublin regulation, and a lot of people went to Germany, and then it became a problem because there were so many people who all wanted to get to Germany. Other countries didn't want to even allow transit through their borders, and you saw a political backlash in Germany as well. Whereas if at that point all of the EU member states had said, okay, we'll divide up, we'll maybe take a proportion that matches our population levels or matches our economy, and we'll share out this we'll share out these costs, we'll share out this burden, if you want to call it that, then it would have been a lot easier and no one would have really had any problem in dealing with it.
What the last few months has shown us is that many governments are far more interested in preventing illegal migration.